Hi friends, in this video we will be talking about the automation in P IDs, that is the process and instrumentation diagram. So this has been done in AutoCAD using AutoLISP. So we'll see what all things we'll be covering in this automation demonstration. So we will be drawing a process line. We'll be assigning a tag to that line. Then the line number will be automatically numbered by considering service as a unique entry. Then we will associate that line number tag with the respective line. When we will insert val, let it be a horizontal line or a vertical line. Then we'll change the type of that valve, like gate valve, ball valve, diaphragm valve. We will change the end condition, like flange, socket welded, butt welded. And we will also add the top work, that is the operator on top of that valve, like solenoid operation or a diaphragm operation or a hand wheel or a lever operation. Next, we will update the graphics of that end condition and the top works. Further, we will automatically number the valve by its service or by the type of that particular valve. And lastly, we will be associating that valve with the process line. That is, we'll be populating the line number and the size of that line inside that valve. Okay. To achieve this automation, we have developed different AutoLISP commands, which are listed in this tool palette. So on the tool palette, we can see insert valve command, so which is used to insert valves on the process line. Further, we see update ECOP. So this is command which is used to update the geometry of the end condition and operator, which is selected by the user. Then further, we will number the valve. So that is automatic numbering of the valve. Command is available for that. Then to automatically number the line by service, line numbering command is available. Further, update line data allows user to associate the line number with the process line element. So, and update valve data command will allow user to update the line number and size from the selected line to the valve attribute. Now let us jump onto the live demonstration in AutoCAD. Say I have opened a drawing and let me draw a couple of lines over here. And just for the sake of demonstration, I will put some more number of lines over here just to show you line numbering on different services. Of course, we will be limiting this demonstration to the automation part. So we will technicalities of that particular, that which service and what material, what kind of valve and all. We'll not go in the depth of that. Right now, let us insert the line number on top of this. So let me enter a line number. So let me give the line number as by say size is 150 and specification is say CS 150 dash service is say cooling water written, and the sequence number I will keep it XXX because we will be automatically numbering the lines. Okay, now let me copy this on multiple lines over here. Okay, now let me escape and now let me change this line number to say size. Let us make it 250 and let this be CS 300 and let it be uh, hot water line, and let this be line size be 50 CS 150, and let us put it as a cooling water supply line. Say okay. Now as we have put the line numbers on top of the lines, but we have not yet numbered those lines. So what we will do, we will open the our tool and we will start numbering the lines. So we will be using the line numbering tool. So the tool will first ask me for the input file. So this is the file wherein all the we are providing the path of all different inputs required for numbering. So this is a config path, and I would say open. And the moment I have given that path, it has taken the input from that particular different files available over there, and it has numbers SCWR one and this. Okay, now if I add one more line number, say, okay, and let me give it as let the service be HW only, and I'll make it XXXX, say okay. Let me save this, and again let us go back and give the line number. Okay, let me close this again, say line numbering. It will ask me to select that input file because it has to read the sequence of the line number which it has to continue from. So I would say PID manager and say config path. So you can see it has automatically taken the next series number. So if the same works for all different drawing also, right? So if I go to another drawing and I continue numbering, it will take the next number from the last one which we have used. Cool. Now, if I go back and see the properties of this line number, you can see it has populated all this information over here, 150 CS150 CWR and the sequence number. Right. So this is how it is automatically, once the numbering is done, it is automatically populating all the parameters of that particular line number with two different attributes present in the line tag. Once we have numbered the lines, let us associate the lines with the line number entity. Okay, so I will select the line number and select the line. I will also select the vertical line because it is going to be the same line. I will select this and select this. And if at all I want to insert some values on top of this, I can select this and associate that line number to that. Okay. Now, what we will do, we will insert the values on top of these lines. Say insert valve. Okay. Now again insert a valve on this line. Let's insert it on a vertical line. The valve identifies that the line is vertical and it will accordingly gets inserted on the vertical line and trims the line in between the valve. Cool. Now what we can do, we can change the type of the valve. Say let me make this as a flanged valve and let it be a gate valve with a hand wheel operation. Now let me again select this and make this as a butt welded diaphragm valve with say solenoid operation. And similarly, let me make this a socket welded ball valve with a lever operation. Fine. Now, if I go back and check the attributes of this valve, you can see this has, after changing it to diaphragm valve, it has got the type as VDP and the end condition is butt welded and the operation is the solenoid. Of course, you can't see the graphics over here right now, but that will come up in a while. Now, this is a VGT and a flange valve, so gate valve with a flange end and the hand wheel operation. Similarly, this is a ball valve with socket welded and lever operation. Now, let us update the graphics of these valves. Cool. Now, I'll go back and say update ECOP. Let me select the configuration file required to update this graphics. And you can see it has automatically updated the graphics as per socket welded, lever operated valve, solenoid operation with a butt welded valve and a flange operated gate valve right now. Now let us, I'm just saving the drawings as in when it is after making some changes. Cool. So now let us number the valve. So I'll hit the line number. Again, it will ask me for selecting the configuration file. So I'll go back to PID manager and say config path, and you can see it has numbered the valve over here. Okay. Now if I insert the more number of valves on the other two lines, let us see how it works. Okay. And say okay. Now let me make this as say flange operated ball valve and have it to solenoid as the operator. Next, let me make this butt welded gate valve with a hand wheel operation. Okay, so now let us update the end conditions again. So going back to the PID manager and selecting the config path, you can see the end conditions are updated. And now let us number the valve. So it will number the valve based on the type of that particular valve. So okay, so you can see the ball valve already one was there in my system. So it has taken the second ball valve VBL002 and VGT002 as I already have one gate valve over here. So it takes the next number available in the sequence. Okay, and now if I show you the attribute of this valve, you can see the numbers are updated and the short description is a gate valve. Now we will be updating the association of that valve and the size of that valve. Say okay. So same thing for all the valves. We can see the line tag and valve tag is updated, and now we'll be updating the missing association part of it. So let me just give command update valve data, and you can see that it is circled all the valves so that it is up, it shows that all the valves are updated. Right, so this valve, you can see that this valve is placed on 150 CS150 CWR001. So the size of that line is 150. So that has got updated in my valve attributes. So you can see the line number is 150 CS this CS 150 CWR001, and the size of that valve is again the same 150. Similarly, if I go back and check, because we had associated it with the same line number, the line attributes have got updated in the valve data. Now let us go back and check for this valve. So it is 150 SS300. You can see that it is associated with the correct line number. And if I go back in this, say it should be of 250 size. So it is a 250 size valve. So this is how we can update the information in the valve. We can number the valve, we can number the lines, and we can associate the data of that line with a particular valve. So now as we have numbered the lines and valves and we have updated the association of the valves with the lines, let us quickly extract a report of these lines and valves. So of course there is no, I've not just developed any automation for this because it's already available command in AutoCAD. So git e-attxt, and I have developed, I have saved a couple of configurations. So I would say, okay. Edit an existing configuration. I have created one configuration for the valve list. I would say, okay, next, 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 next. And it has shown us all the list of the valves available in the drawing. And now we can insert that in the, what do I say, in my drawing, and I can update it in my, create it in Excel. So I would say next and say next. So I'm going ahead with the default values available. And this is how it has quickly created the valve list for my particular PNID. Now let me go back and create these line lists similar to that. So I will go back and select the line list configuration, say open, next, next. And now we have the line list in front of us. Quickly, we will be saving it as a line list in Excel and say finish this process to paste my line list over here in the PNID. I can go back and check the Excels created by the program. So this is a value list. We can update the long description if required, and that can be also be done programmatically. So you can see the ball valve. So two ball valves are there, one a diaphragm valve and a couple of gate valves are there. Now let me go back and open the line list. Okay, so this is how we can see the line list and valve list developed for the current PNID. Thank you.